Now, pretty much just like every single recording I've done with this headset, it's going to be 30 minutes. I'm going to test out the 30 minutes. If it works, I will be entirely grateful, because I do not want to repeat anything and leave out not one thing that not only these guys cannot pick up, or you guys also in the comments cannot pick up. I'll be very disappointed in myself, this mic, and my whole entire setup.
And myself.
Now then, welcome back to Nightmare Paradise. If a dream is considered peaceful, then this isn't a dream. It's a nightmare. A nightmare that never ends until we all die. Last time that this story left off, getting a lot of information, walking around the town looking for a mysterious person, looking for a dragon. In fact, from what it appears to be, Falchion, and I want to say Falchion and Demi were looking and talking to a woman named Sif. Their suspicions believe that it could be her as she walked out, but for the information, there was no She had tattoos, but not the tattoos that they were looking for. Nothing scale-like. She showed everything on her own entire body. She did not have any set of tattoos. But rumors be that there is a giant cave nearby, and she was to be sent in that direction. Being told that to the whole entire party, they all rendezvoused into the middle of the city and are about to venture out into to the cave itself. But question is, do you guys want to get anything? Do you want to stock up on anything? Do you want to talk to Angus before you leave?
Oh yeah, Angus.
Or do you, and this is just a little tidbit, because I can't remember if you said you were going to do this before we left off. You mentioned that you wanted to look for this. You want to look for like the fortune teller, the person that gave you the note in the first place. It is your choice. You can either stock up on you guys can stock up on anything, or you mentioned about going to going to find this mystery person that gave you a note. Your choice.
I'm down for anything, actually.
I might need a little bit of a refresher. I don't have anything written down about the fortune teller.
There's a person that gave you a mysterious note. You didn't know who it was was just handed to you by Angus.
Gotcha.
Last thing I have is she walked off calling them dicks.
Yep.
That's because Falchion made a funny comment.
That's right, so I walked off. But I'm not even with you guys.
No, we always talking
I walked off.
The ring. Remember, we have communication rings, so we can communicate even not being face to face. That's where you heard it.
Right.
Yeah, no, Sherlock, you were never with us.
I'm not even with y'all to begin with. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. Sorry.
Guys, have nothing. You ready to go down this pathway?
Sure, let's do it.
Alright.
So where the hell am I at then? I need to redo my note.
The thing is, you didn't meet a message that all of you should meet up in the middle. You guys did meet up in the middle.
Yep.
You guys are met in the middle. You guys gave up every single information to each other about what you can find. Demi mentions of Sif. You guys mention of like the people spreading on the rumors, and they've always ended up in the exact same place. They've always ended up in the same direction that like she was in a cave, and you guys did see a giant dragon fly around.
I remember the last thing we were trying to do was trying to find Denali. That's the last main thing.
You guys are going straight to the cave itself. I would say, from what they've told you in the entire map of its, of like getting to the cave itself, it's a very long, very long walk. So it would be about it'd be an hour and 30 minutes.
All right.
I don't remember the cave though.
She's a dragon. She's a very big dragon. Yes. I doubt dragons can live in big houses.
No.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I remember was us like still searching. I guess we've got a lead, and that's where it's going. Okay, sounds good.
And again, if you remember, Denali is a dragon. You're trying to look for a dragon. Denali is a dragon.
Yes, that's not what I'm confused about. It was the direction of where we stopped to how we got here that I was confused about.
You guys, and I will say this, knowing Gabe, you say like if I could fly, like it'd still be like a long while for you guys to get there. You'd be exhausted and have to take a break.
Those little people have to take breaks.
Because like on flight, you'd still be exhausted. You had to swoop down, rest, then fly, rest, fly, then rest. It's like repeat over and over again, so you don't get too exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there is a set of pathways, and I think one of you still have the note. I think one of you still has a note from the mysterious person that gave it to you in the first place.
I think we gave it to Paramore.
Yeah, because I have it written down in my inventory.
Right.
As literally as mystery note.
Yeah. It says that you can search, since you guys are still searching for her, and how you're still wondering on how they actually know your name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably, when we are resting, examining the note the entire rest. Like every time that we have to stop and rest, I'm examining the note.
Alright. I would say it is about 50, not 50, almost at 50 minutes. It's almost been like about 45 minutes. So you guys would like to take a break, stop for a bit, get you some, get water, eat some of your rations. I would say it'd be like a momentary break for you guys. And for you to study,
at that point,
for you to study the note, this is a choice for you to roll because this is a very mysterious letter. It is insight, history, or arcana for you to roll.
Ooh. Funny thing is, it don't matter what I roll, because I have a +5 in all of them.
Would be nice if I was there. I could roll for Arcana. I have +8.
Mike, again, you all are here.
Right.
Can I do it?
No, Darren Moore has the
one
that has a letter, but you can actually.
So that is a dirty 20, and I'll
take yours.
I'll say this: if you want, you can help Darren Moore with those.
Yeah, you get advantage. I'll give her the help advantage.
That was worse. So dirty 20. You know, I'll do Arcana since that's what his highest is.
Are you rolling for me?
No, you just said that since you're helping me, it would make sense to do Arcana since that is one of both of our highest ones.
Oh, fair. I mean, my Arcana is the same as my investigation, but
Well, mine is 2. I have +5 and everything.
cool. So you
Okay.
got Dirty 20, you said?
Dirty 20 on
Yeah.
Arcana. Now, you guys actually have tried Arcana on this before, and it wasn't enough. Now, kind of looking at the whole entire letter, it is mystified beyond its property. Like ominous notes are pretty much just like straightforward. It's like, hey, neener nanner, all this type of like, or do like funky mojo stuff like death warrants, or just like news like for gifts or anything. This one felt like it was made far advanced, like far advanced in the future in lax of terms. Like, not saying like, oh, it's like from a different timeline, more like it's from a different hour of time. Different hour of time, probably a day or week.
Sure. So it's probably been passed around for a while.
Looking
Just
at,
no ancient.
I would say like looking at like a few of like the letters and like some of like the accent of the paper, there is a twinge of magical imbue that both Faramore and Sovereign can see. But it's like not enough to give out like what magic is on here. Like, but like from the high, I would say like a good like dirty 20, and like from your +5 Arcana and your +8 Arcana, from like what you both can like kind of build together, you could probably say it's divination or enchantment. Probably from what you can tell, it's probably divination or enchantment.
Wow, this is interesting.
It is. Is there any way? So, I don't know. Is there any way to see, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Like if there's anything like more hidden in there.
Yeah, I think I'm rolling an investigation check to see if I recognize the handwriting or if there's any more hidden in there.
Okay, this is going to be there's going to be two of them. One of them will be investigation, or, and this is kind of a weird one, a version of sleight of hand.
Ooh, that
I
might
can
be
roll
something
either or do I gotta roll both?
It is. It's one or the other, and I will say, Falchion, it would be good for you if. Hold on, what is your Arcana at, real quick, Falchion?
My Arcana is +1, my sleight of hand is +5.
I would say with... You know what? No. I would say with that Arcana, I would give it to you. I would say, like, it doesn't catch your eye like Sovereign or Faramore, but something does, like, kind of catch a glare in your eye from that paper.
Take a look. What am I looking at?
It's still like the same note that has been read out to you about like how like this mysterious person knows you and said you should actually learn dive in a little bit more of the tale of Tamriel, and like how she actually said your whole entire party's like name in this letter. Like this mysterious person said your whole entire party's name. It's just like the standard letter that I read to you before in this session.
Looking at that, something that caught a glint. Maybe is there like some sort of a letter code in here, like where they've got like certain letters are like bolded or something? Like some letters look off that I could piece together to like have a secret message. Is that what that glint is?
Becca, if you want, you can let Falchion take a look at this if Theramore wants to.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna basically like scoot Sovereign out of the way and go next to him see what he can see, and while I'm still examining the letter myself to see.
Well, okay, I
Well.
wasn't interested anyway.
No, what she's saying is she would rather show it to you than show it to Falchion, which is understandable. I'm gonna try to sneak behind her and like read over her shoulder.
No, did you not hear what I just said? You
She said-
dumbass.
She said it the other way around,
She
buddy.
said the other way around. Like, she kind of like bumped Salverin a bit out of the way so she can show it to you.
Oh, I heard that she went to scoot next to Sovereign to show it to Sovereign.
She said,
But-
Anyways, thanks for the clarification.
Alright, this is your
For investigation, that's a 16.
investigation for Theramore. Falchion, roll sleight of hand or investigation of your choice.
My sleight of hand's better. Oh, that's a
so
22.
yeah, my final hint to plus. Ooh, God damn.
22 for sleight of hand.
Yes, that is a 22 sleight of hand.
16 for investigation, Theramore.
Yeah.
Alright. Theramore, you can't, like, piece fully what it is. You probably get, like, a tangent of, like, that mysterious part of it, but, like, not enough to, like, make sense. It kind of, like, blurs out a little bit and kind of just, like, fades out of your mind a bit from, like, you trying to, like, process, like, that hidden piece. Falchion, on that sleight of hand, you kind of look at, like, the letter a little bit deep. There's, like, a bit of code on the side of the whole entire note. It's how you read, like, a regular, like, piece of paper in, like, say, a book. It's, like, the words are, like, cut into, like into pieces, kind of like a poem of sorts. You can see on the side where it kind of has, like, a few, like, few blocks, kind of like if you're trying to read Braille, but, like, there's no, like, identification of Braille or, like, a QR code. It's kind of like that until you kind of, like, look very closely from, like, a different perspective. There is a small hidden message straight into, like, that little, like, box of it, kind of paraphrased. Keep a lookout for, like, any mysterious type of notes, like, in your mind, like, from, like, how smart Falchion is whenever it comes to, like, not roguish shit, but more like finesse stuff. Like,
I mean, like with the. I mean, I have a 20 dexterity if that's what you're asking.
to where, like, he's able, like, to catch on the draw, like, catch someone slipping on the draw.
I think he would. His literal job was to catch things that were off. When in his tribe, that was like his job.
You notice in that little, like that small little paragraph in the box,
There's a typo!
there is
Get him out of here! Well, editor out of here.
there is 3 things on there, and it's kind of like a little tarot card of fate, kind of predicting what might happen in the near future in that little box, like that's kind of hidden.
Interesting.
You don't know it's going to happen in a month. Could happen in a year, or it could happen in a few days. Who knows?
Somebody got some cryptic stuff going on here.
One says, do not trust a person who calls you friend or brother.
Oh.
Number 2 is do not trust a faulty persuader, like a faulty persuader. Someone who will who will hide a lie but not tell the full truth.
Got it.
And 3, always look the person that you respect and hate the most in the eye.
Basically, you said, look, whoever you hate and respect the most in the eye.
Yeah, look at the person that you hate, that you respect the most or hate in the eye.
looks at Thor. I mean, looks at Thousand.
What's happening?
Howdy, Austin. A bit of a little small recap. They're actually on their way up to find Denali with you. Yes, Tarvold. They're finding Denali with you. You're there.
I just leveled up the character. I'm not even home yet.
It's fine, brother. It's fine.
Bro, it's been a day.
It's been a day. It's been a
I
day.
felt that.
Let me do this. Hopefully. Hi, how you doing?
Howdy.
Look at this.
Got a good old ring from the Renaissance Fair.
Lord of the Rings.
He is.
I know. Those 2 books are now on rollback after I bought them 2 weeks ago. Fucking pissed.
Are you recording yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yes, sir.
You,
I'll be home in like 8-ish minutes, so I'll hop on when I get back.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine, man. I'll like get you up to speed even more.
Yeah, that's fine. I've leveled him up. He has extra attack and fast movement. That's all he got. So I'll hop back on later here in a bit. So don't worry. Continue on without me. Just recap later.
I'll just see you soon, Buckaroo.
All right.
Woo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
I have it written down for him, or for my sake. You got. Those are like the 3 things. There's another one. On the page for you, Falchion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's it's very impactful, and it says in quotations.
I'm like squinting at it.
Do not lose focus and fall asleep at the wrong time.
I read that part out loud.
It says, do not focus.
What are you reading?
You
Wait,
can't
what
see.
does that mean?
I wasn't really invited.
Do not. As you read that, that's like the last part that you read, and all you can see for now.
Did it say anything other than don't fall asleep at the wrong time?
There were other things too, and I recount the other hidden messages to my party.
That all sounds so weird. Don't y'all think?
You're talking.
Yeah, that makes it incredibly cryptic.
I mean,
It does make me wonder who it's addressing.
You hear Tarvold say, I mean, fate is a very tricky thing that we all can't seem to escape. I mean, you can predict what you can, but fate itself always in the way they have to. We can't escape fate.
It seems it follows us wherever we go.
I just don't understand what this all means.
Neither do I.
Demi, in the whole entire moment, has been kind of piecing together. Don't trust anyone who you call friend, or who calls you friend or brother.
Yeah, what a load of crap. I trust my friends any day.
I'm sure there's probably some other meaning to it. I don't think it's literal.
Yeah, it can't be literal.
I mean, who, we can trust pretty much ourselves in this whole entire party. I mean, we can trust Angus, we can trust Zarai, and we can trust Cynical.
I'm helping each other.
I mean, I hope we can trust each other.
We're gonna need some compromise on that.
I mean, I'm willing to, I've already said before at Jump, I'm willing to tell all of you anything about myself. as much as I can like ring the kingdom bell itself.
I don't have any issue talking about my past either.
Anybody?
Dalton's just quiet.
Are you ever gonna talk about your past?
It's bound to happen eventually. Not to say he is.
I'm not asking for
Probably
like.
doesn't care.
I'm not talking about like immediately. I'm just wondering: are you actually willing to talk about your past? You too.
It depends.
We mean it depends.
I mean, I don't feel like I need to right now.
Again, I'm not saying right now. I'm just saying, will you? Like in the near future.
Right.
Like,
Nowhere
not-
near in the near future.
Like not too soon, but not too late.
The way things are going, I don't expect him to talk at all.
I honestly, I feel the same. No offense. Well, actually, offense. I don't care.
Very much offense. I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, you're a little cute apple short of a bucket.
Ichi.
Dimmy pulls out her thorn piercer and like puts it into the lyre function and just starts strumming immediately. Well, I don't know about you guys,
Son of a bitch.
but I mean, we all pretty much need to relax even a little bit more than we usually do. And like kind of like,
Let's say we camp when we get to the entrance of this cave.
oh yeah, we got enough time. We have like enough time in the world. If we were like needed somewhere else, we actually would have like
Dude, when's the last time I
Like,
fucking
don't-
did this?
somewhere else. Like just like starts like walking a little bit, starts strumming a little bit, and kind of like just stops while strumming her lyre. Does anybody smell that?
What are you smelling? Do I smell anything?
Perception.
My perception is good. That's a 15.
You kind of smell like a whiff of blood and a little bit of something dank.
Oh no, not the dankness. GG.
Kind of like a little bit damp, kind of like dry. It smells both dry and smells kind of. It smells
Kind of like stagnant water.
Yeah, like stagnant water. Like it's like a very tough smell.
Of course. But do you all smell that? It smells like it's somebody's bleeding, you know, but it's kind of stale.
It smells like someone left a dead body in some water. That's what it actually smells like.
That is incredibly accurate. How do you know what that smells like?
I grew up in the Feywild.
And that just happens.
Yeah. If you
Why
cross
am
the
I
wrong
not
people, yeah.
surprised? Anyways, that cannot be intended for us. Let us keep moving.
Kind of like keep,
Oh.
keep walking a little bit more, and like
People.
Demi kind of like wafts it off like a little bit, and like
I cast Wish.
it's like very strong.
It smells pretty bad.
Is
It
it
smells
getting
like-
worse? Oh, I feel like it's getting worse. Oh, that
It
can't be
is.
good.
We're probably getting closer to it.
And like I would say like a good like 10 minutes into like walk, you kind of notice there is something like on the ground twitching in horns.
You said it has horns?
It has horns.
Oh, goodness.
Twitching, sprawling around.
What's this thing?
And like the smell gets even
I'll take fireball.
the smell gets even more worse, and you kind of notice it is a deer on the ground,
Just a normal deer.
sprawling, kicking out, and you kind of notice how
It ain't still alive, is it?
it's still alive.
The dang thing's still alive.
It's alive barely, to where you kind of notice it's kind of like kicking out, sprawling in pain, like it's kind of like planted into the ground. But like it's kind of open, like on its stomach and the side of its
Well, that is kind of gross. I would cast Cure Wounds on it, but honestly, I don't think that my magic could fix that.
and kind of notice there.
And I am off to work, y'all. Y'all have to catch me up.
All right,
Alright,
see you later,
Lulu.
K-Man.
Alright, I'll see y'all.
Peace, bro.
You kind of noticed on the ground as it's kind of twitching a little bit, how like it's like the regular tissue and like the regular like sprawl of like insides and intestines on the ground. You kind of notice it's between red and black. Of the vial slipping out.
That is gross.
What is the name?
Hey man, you are bleeding all over the place. You need to keep yourself together.
It's like making like these like painful guttural sounds.
I cast Speak with Animals. I'm kidding. I don't have that spell. Why is this hurting you? Hey, can you hear me? Does it, by the way, does it look like it's been affected by some kind of magic, or is this literally a flesh wound?
Arcana.
I'm gonna
That
roll
is
that
a
too.
27.
As I'm kneeling down towards it.
27. Howdy, Austin.
Ooh, that's an 18 plus 8, I believe.
2
Plus
plus 8. Okay.
18, yeah. So 18 plus 6, I don't know how to math.
Ain't your Arcana plus 5?
No! I forgot to level up. So it's
Leave.
a plus 6.
Leave it to Becca.
So it's a 24. I got a 24.
Sweet Jesus.
You know what's great? Apparently you knew to level up before we started.
Well, no, okay, so he asked me what level we were, and I said, I think we're 5.
Mm-hmm.
But turns out, I was
Because you
level
guys
4.
should be 5.
I think we were also level 4.
Because I had listened to the recording.
No, we all leveled up except for you. We all.
The strange thing is, like, I had to
Oh.
listen to the recording of, like, 9, and I looked up, it was 5. I forgot to tell most of you.
Well, somebody said earlier that they were level 4.
I hadn't leveled up yet. 'Cause I guess I never
Well, you
got the
can't
memo.
fucking say shit, bitch!
But I remember! At least I asked! Actually, I was reminded. Thank you, guys.
Now,
Exactly.
on the Arcana, there is no hint of magic whatsoever that is happening.
So this is a natural wound.
And if anyone wants to roll nature or medicine, you can also do in the process.
I'm pretty shit at those. Well, no, never mind. I got a plus 6 to nature. Let me... Aylin, don't fuck me. Ooh, that's a
Got
17.
concern. I'll leave it to you. You got this.
Well,
You
it's
know what?
because-
I give you advantage.
Oh, okay. Still, I rolled an
Since I am
11
laying
twice,
my
so
hands
17.
on the deer.
17.
The thing
I rolled an 11 twice.
the thing was definitely attacked. In looking at, except for nature, or are you doing medicine?
I did nature, because my medicine's only a plus, like,
This looks
I think 5.
both natural and unnatural at the same time. And in a world like this, supernatural is definitely possible. What this feels like is entirely the impossible.
I relay that to Sovereign because he's the one that's looking at the deer with me.
It is both natural and unnatural.
That's what the sense I'm getting. I'm not
Huh.
100%. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it definitely isn't magical. I can tell you that.
Should we just put it
What
out
is
of
it?
its misery?
I mean, I guess so. I stab it with my rapier.
Oh, yeah.
I do it without even thinking.
And you see, like, the deer no longer twitches. And, like, the inside of the deer itself is still kind of, like, pouring out to where you guys have to walk back a little bit more.
I mean, let me see.
And you
Let's
notice,
just
like,
go around.
and, like,
Yeah,
you
let's
guys are
just
kind of,
go
like,
around.
walking around it and kind of notice as soon as it gets done, like, that hole kind of gets a little bit more bigger as you guys walk away.
Oh,
It's kind of like a festival.
I think I'm gonna lose that. I think I'm gonna lose breakfast. Oh,
I'm
that
sorry,
was
the sound does not
nasty.
help.
No, it does not, Sovereign. No, it does not. You're lucky.
I start
you're
hiking away in my speed suit.
Yelling at me.
I forgot to mention I've been wearing my speed suit since the start of this episode and actually into last episode.
As I've been walking a little bit more further, like away from like that, from the rank smell, to where, like a bit more time passes by and you see a giant cave open.
It is a bit sweet, I'll tell you that.
There's a giant cave right there. Maybe that's what we need.
Okay.
Okay, just give me a minute because my stilts are kind of tall for the cave, so let's give me a minute.
It's a giant opening. It's a giant opening.
I don't
Giant
know
opening?
how it would be once we get inside, so I'm going to switch it out anyway.
Alright.
I have a note that it takes a short rest in order for me to switch my suits around.
Yeah.
'Cause it involves me like taking apart certain pieces and adding them in different places.
You guys all walk in. And when you walk in, you would think it'd be dark. It's actually kind of bright. It's like good bright in here. It is
I kind of put my hand over my face to block it out.
good old bright.
Someone turned on the lights. That's for sure.
Lights.
In kind of like walking around in the whole cave, you kind of notice on like specific parts of the whole cave, there's like tinkerings of gems. There is tinkering of gold. Tinkering of books, rugs, very, very bright metals.
Would like to note that I've switched to my battle suit, the one that has 40 walking speed and gives me force damage on punches.
Oh, you're doing the artificer stuff, okay.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing all this while walking into the cave. What do you do?
I want to kind of look around for signs of other people being in here, dragon marks specifically.
Light
This would
cantrip.
be like Sarah, where it's like best night ever because this is basically what her house looks like. Books everywhere, run.
Austin, there's a lot of lights in here, boy.
That is
Okay, I don't know. I just got here again.
That's fine. There's like a lot of there's like a lot of like torchlight in here. You're fine.
Okay, it's a decent torchlight. Okay.
Would that be treated as investigation or survival?
If you're looking for like say dragon print, it's survival. Human.
Yeah. Are you?
Humanoid friends.
I say if you're tracking an animal, I believe it's survival. You want I can.
Because like
Does
it's
anyone want to
load
give
up
me
the sheet here.
advantage?
it's anyone who wants to look. It'd be survival if you're looking for dragon, investigation if you're looking for humanoid.
Yeah,
I did
I'll
kind of
look.
say I
Let
was
me.
looking for dragons. I'm not going to fudge the roll based off of that, so it would be using my survival, which makes it a 10.
I'm gonna do an investigation
Okay.
check, which is that's a 10, so that makes it a 16.
Nice.
I got a 14 with my survival for the dragons.
All right, 14, 10, 10. So I'm guessing Falchion is not rolling.
I'm rolling.
No, I got a
and
10,
you said
a total for 16.
investigation.
Investigation or survival?
Depending on what you're looking for, dragon tracks or humanoid tracks.
Let's see.
Dragon tracks is survival, humanoid is investigation.
Well, I mean, we were looking for dragons anyway, weren't we?
Survival.
So survival. 9.
Alright, 9, 10, 10, 14.
16 is what I got.
Oh, 16. You said 16 for investigation, Becca?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
rolled
I
a
don't-
10 plus her bonus, which makes it 16.
My survival is like non-existent, so.
Alright.
Yeah, I have a +6 to my survival. I have a pretty decent survival, but not much.
I
Alright,
have
so
+1.
1 investigation and 3 survivals, okay. I would see you guys kind of like, and like Dimmy goes with Theramore. You guys have like to branch off a little bit. You guys are looking for the tracks. It's kind of hard for Falchion in Solverine because like they're like looking for tracks. I mean, a dragon tracks are really big. It's hard to miss them, and it's very easy to miss those tracks.
If you don't know what you're looking for, it's easy to miss.
I didn't know John was planning on coming by.
You guys kind of noticed while walking in your separate prints are pretty hard to like look for. And like getting like those prints like for humanoid or dragon in this cave, even like with like very good light in here, it's a pretty big struggle to where you guys end up like bumping into each other at the same time.
Watch where you're going.
Demi kind of looked. I guess you guys couldn't find him either.
No, I don't even see signs of life at all here.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
I shake my head.
You hear a few gold pieces drop.
A few gold pieces.
Yeah, you hear a
I'll
few.
look over in that direction.
I do too. I like whip my head around.
You guys kind of like whip your head around and then hear a few footsteps.
Oh, what is that?
In the same direction
Oh,
as the gold
okay,
pieces
okay.
drops.
Maybe we should have been stealthy.
I would like to investigate.
I would like to invest. I like to assist in the investigate
Alright, investigation, Tarvold.
with advantage.
Oh, amazing. For some reason, I'm pretty good at these. That's a dirty 20.
Alright. You kind of notice, kind of walking like a few more gold pieces drop, and like the sounds of like the wind rushing around, like someone through a few more up there,
Okay.
and like hear like a few more footsteps, and a giant.
Long day.
Kind of like walks in the middle and notices like you guys a little bit like a person, and there's like you guys are like on like a giant like rug. and kind of like scratches like her face with her eyes closed, opens them up, and stares at all of you.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
Should I just come out and say it?
That would be kind.
I was referring to my body.
We were looking for someone. We didn't mean to intrude. We're honestly really sorry.
And who exactly are you looking for?
Bit of a stretch, but we're looking for a dragon.
Dragon.
Hold on, who exactly is this that we're talking to? Like, what do they look like?
This is a really tall woman, almost close to Tarvold's height. She's an Amazon. I can tell you that, like, kind of like, she is Amazonian physique, but like almost Valkyrie, like height, almost.
Mommy. Hello.
Kind of like, about like 7'8". And looks at you guys. And like, also looking at like a few features, has prominent features and very hidden tattoos.
Okay.
Alright. We didn't know this place was occupied. We are honestly incredibly sorry.
Alright.
Yeah, we're looking for someone named Anali. Do you know who that is?
Well, I hope I would. I mean, it is my name.
You are Denali.
I believe
I think we found
the nail on the head with that one.
Yes. See, so we were looking for someone. We were actually looking for you. And can I say, I am not in the least disappointed by what we heard from others.
I mean, you kind of sound
Now
a little
you're
bit...
just sounding weird.
Yeah, you kind of sound a little disappointment. Well, like a little bit like a disappointed. Like, are you sure you are okay? Are you sure you're looking for me exactly?
Yes.
Yes. We were sent.
You are
What were we sent to do? Oh shit.
I guess I was expecting to see a full-fledged dragon.
We should say she can't turn into one.
I mean,
I would
could,
mind your tongue.
I mean, you could just ask.
We're looking for a way back to Tamriel, and seems the only way back is not by ship but by air. And riding on the back of a dragon, I've never thought of it before, but it sounds appealing.
Let me go back to you mind telling me your name, at least all of you?
My name is Savarin.
I'm Falcon.
Okay.
I am Torvald, Dragonfire.
I am Demi. Gonna see Demi curtsies.
Darren will kind of give like a curt nod, like, Senator Moore.
Oh, it's you guys.
You having manners for once.
So 6, that's 11.
Yeah, show some manners for once.
7.
Oh wait, it's you got. Hold on. And kind of like just like scratches her like her chin for a bit. It says, "You guys might want to step a little bit."
8.
Of course. I take
set
like 20
plenty
feet
back. I know what the fuck is about to happen.
I'll step back.
As far back as I can go.
I'm flapping my wings. I'm flying back.
You might want to hold on.
Falcon hits his head on a stalagmite. Shut up.
Falcon falls to the ground and dies.
You kind of like see her crack her neck a little bit, and you kind of notice something.
Bro, if this cave is big enough for a dragon, I can fly in it.
You kind of notice, like from her bicep, from her shoulder to her neck, into her face, straight to one of her eyes. You see a lot of stuff of tattoos start to light up.
Oh, cool.
Kind of like she's about to be coated in magma.
Okay.
And notices like her whole entire appearance starts to melt and mold.
Okay, now this epic.
And kind of like shifts around to where like you kind of notice like that mold starts to grow, expand, and get a little bit more taller. Starts spinning, working around like it's a jar. Then out of nowhere, a big poof of like very cool, chilling air and hot air, like shifts straight out into the whole entire cave. Even though you guys took like 20 steps, like 20 feet away, and Sovereign like bumped back by 1 feet. I need all of you to. All right, go ahead. Go ahead and get pudding, I guess. I need all of you to get me dexterity.
Okay.
I knew this was coming, because sometimes my body... Oh, that's decent. Dexterity save?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 17.
That's a 21.
21. Crouchin, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Got it, boss. I'll give you this, and I gotta head off to get me some pudding as well. 27.
Alright, you all tend to like fly back like by this like heavy wind above cold and hot as like she's like transforming into a giant metallic golden dragon.
Nope. Be right back.
Yeah, I'm not used to that, actually.
And like you kind of like fly, all of you kind of like fly straight into like the rugs to like flat straight on like your like back. You guys are safe for now. Demi has been launched into a pile of gold.
Oh, I go and help her up.
Yeah, get the fuck up, please.
You kind of like have to like her, like half of her body is like into the gold. It's just her legs and like her lower body like hanging out. Where you gotta like manually like have to force pull her out.
Alright, I'm gonna try.
Give me a strength just to pull her out.
6.
You are struggling until you both kind of like fall at the exact same time, straight onto the ground from the gold.
They look stuck.
Dang it, I said the word banana pudding and he was gone. I was like, bro, cover for me, please. Tell me what happened so I don't miss anything.
So you also kind of got launched, but you're launched into a pile of rocks.
Ow! How much damage did I just take?
None of you took any damage, I can tell you that.
There was no damage.
I just took mental damage. That's the worst.
When the dragon transforms, that tends to usually happen.
Psychological damage.
You kind of like see her like lay on the ground on her stomach and kind of like put her like talon arm straight to her face and like lays out right in front of you as her wings are like kind of like locked in her back and like her tail is just around, kind of like wrapped around all of you, kind of guarding and talking.
Sovereign's awestruck.
So tell me, what do you want of the lady of all dragons? The queen, even. What do you need from me? In
A small loan of $1 million
I'm
gold?
trying to find it in my notes.
in full detail, please.
$1 million.
And you're not getting any of this word. You know how long this took me to actually get any of this?
I'll turn it into 10 million. Give me a year.
I know you guys mentioned of getting...
I know how long it takes to form a good book collection, so I completely understand that.
I mean, I know you guys said that you have to get the Tamriel, but what's the full thing about this? What do you need to see my brother about?
No, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Oh, shit.
What do you mean I don't know?
I'm just,
Tamriel!
Parts of it
It's
is completely
sort of-
destroyed.
I was trying to I was trying to ease into it,
Like
but
completely destroyed. Like I mean, the entire city on the southern part of the town, completely gone.
You see a poof of smoke hit all of you as she leans into all of you, like face frontal lock.
We barely escaped with our lives.
I think you
I'm
need to
just a
stop talking,
messenger,
Solverine.
There's
You
no
mind
use sugarcoating it. I mean, she asked exactly why we were here. Just tell her why we're here.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is in this whole entire thing on how. Okay, so you want to go back to my baby brother's place. And you. Oh, what the fuck? It says I'm on a shift keys for some reason. And you apparently are saying that the whole place of Tamriel.
Oh, did I say whole? I meant part. I said part.
I don't want this to sound offensive, but it's almost like the island's protector wasn't there.
Oh wow, so trying not to say very sensitive stuff, yet you throw that in my face. But we're dragons. We're gonna stay in the area that we claimed ours. We're not just gonna like brush off out of nowhere. The only time that we do is if we have to drop a few things.
I'm just saying that if Tamriel would have been there, he would have tried to defend that island, but it just crumpled underneath these black sludge things.
It was terrible.
She describes in detail what things attacked Tamriel.
Okay, so like these sludge, like venomous black sludge things, like.
Yeah,
I'm trying to like piece together everything that I can.
honestly, so am I. I don't understand any of this.
Yeah, I'm very not understanding, so I'm just here to help as much as I can, I guess.
Not even from Tamriel. I was there on research business when everything happened.
Oh, research is the best kind of business.
Not that kind of research, you perv.
I wasn't talking about that kind of research. You put those words in my mouth.
Huh?
Who's the pervert now?
I was just traveling, and then
I had no idea what any of you are talking about.
Who sent
adult activities?
Okay, so who what is the main purpose of going like the Tamriel? Like, there has to be a reason why.
That's honestly what I'd like to know too. Why would we want to go back to that hellhole where we could potentially die? I don't want to die.
Potentially die anywhere.
Who sent you to me?
Because we have a death wish.
Who sent you to me?
Pull out the letter.
I pull out the letter, yeah, and read it off.
Mind over matter.
You kind of like see her like get up a little bit, stretches back down, and like molds back in that ASMR figure, and like cracks her neck, looks at the paper, looks at all of you. Follow me.
All right, follow.
I followed.
And like,
I follow as well.
She kind of like leads you like to like a very short way. She's guiding you through like the entire like mount of her whole entire cave, like through her hoard, straight back into a little good 15-minute shortcut back straight into the city.
Is
Nice.
Tamriel?
No, not
And stay
Tamriel.
out.
Not to Tamriel. You guys are still on Denali.
Okay.
She doesn't, because like the
Takes
only
us
way
back
you can
and
get,
just says, and stay out.
the only way that you can actually get to Tamriel or any part of the island is if you fly. That's the only way you can get there. That or by
The
boat.
ocean's too dangerous. You know what happened when we went by boat last time.
Oh yeah, we got attacked by some weird mutant shark thing.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, I remember that.
You guys are back in Crest to where kind of like see her guide you through like a few of like the little shops. Walks past Angus's bar to where you kind of see like a giant, like a different tent, kind of like a few street blocks away from Angus's bar. You're away from the anvil. I'm sorry. You're away from the anvil.
Okay. Hey, I'm not mad.
And you kind of see a tent, kind of like funky guided tent a little bit. Kind of walks in, like kind of opens up the shawm and tells all of you to, like she's letting you all go in first from this shawm.
Theramore steps in.
Theramore steps in. Torvald steps in. I'm guessing Sovereign Falchion steps in. Alright.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, you guys walk in. And you kind of like see her walking in the whole entire store, kind of like prancing a little bit, and just starts like pounding straight onto the counter. Lady Fortune!
Ah!
And kind of like hits the table again. Lady Fortune! And you kind of just like see a woman walking on like mysterious guys, kind of like holding a staff at her side, like hiding her face entirely. And just kind of like knocks back and sees her walks up and says, "Ah, yes. How can I help you?" And you notice Denali says, "You mind telling me why did you send these guys straight to me with," and like grabs the letter from you, Theramore, and like puts it on the table. Mind telling me why you sent these guys this letter and didn't give them like the full detail on why they have to go back to Tamriel? Which, by the way, are you sure it's all destroyed, or at least a quarter of it?
Pretty positive,
As far as we know, part of it was destroyed in that attack.
A good portion of one of the cities was destroyed, if not the entire city.
Attacked by like these shadow creatures.
Well, those things were disgusting.
It almost killed that one and that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty squishy though. It ain't hard to kill me.
You guys like
that one's lucky he can fly.
Very lucky.
I can fly sometimes.
Very unlucky. I just go to dap you up in being able to fly.
No.
And like notice what you
You remind me too much of someone I know, and I don't like that.
You remind me too much of someone I hate.
Yes.
Is it me? Is it me? Is it me?
Feels
No.
bad, man.
No, Falcon doesn't like me.
You kind of
Falcon
notice
don't like.
as like kind of clears out and says, "It's not really a job, but kind of like a little bit of a gap into the future itself. At least from what I saw. It said you guys were to return back to Tamriel. And I think by your little run-in with some, what is the name of that mysterious group that I saw? Someone that kind of had your number the first time, especially when I saw you die, and points to you, Sovereign. From like what the fortune teller is telling you, like pointing straight for you.
Huh.
From what I saw,
Why are you looking at me like that?
from whenever you died, someone mentioned, mentioned something in Tamriel about some unfinished business.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not the same guy we ran into while we were on the boat.
Same here.
I mean,
I hate that guy.
I don't know him, but I don't like him.
plus, there is someone that is always like that had your number. They kind of walked in here, kind of. They still kind of looked injured, like a motorcycle jacket, like very injured, but with a motorcycle jacket, kind of like a bit of fur popping.
wolf?
Are you talking about the wolf?
Is that his name?
For that guy.
Oh yeah, that guy. I remember that guy.
Yeah, like the guy that Faramore wants to. Can't say that word at my parents' house.
I like how he says that in character.
My mama would not like me using that language.
From what I know, I only see what I can see from the orb itself. I can't like fully predict the future, at least from what I see. I can only see events. And so you guys were heading back to Tamriel. Probably some unfinished business. I mean, I could peep in like through the orb so I can give you clarification on why you need to go to Tamriel. If that's fine with you guys.
That's fine by me.
It's perfectly fine. I'm okay to go back. I feel like I'm a bit stronger than I was then.
Shut up, Google Assistant. I'm not talking to you.
See her grab it, like the orb as it's floating right onto the table and lets it float. Alright. Call to the stars and the cosmos themselves. Open the gate. Divine future itself, to where it kind of glows up in lights. A time in Tamriel with this group known as 3D. What fate lies in the Lightning King, and it kind of like blossoms straight into like that divine light. Looking into like the orb for all of you guys, all you can see, it shows Tamriel from right now at this very moment. It looks rebuilt.
Oh.
You don't know how, but it looks rebuilt.
Is that that could be a distant past, a distant future. But that's something outside of my realm of comprehending.
The orb it looks like it passes through a little bit more, to where it shows it's raining even more. And you guys are in the middle of a citadel.
You'll be going to the university every day. Yes, and you have a vehicle.
You are in front of a giant house.
I can. I choose not to. Okay, so that's a job.
Another flash forward. You see an eye. Then aside of the mouth, you notice there is blood dripping from the eye itself.
Which is find the highest priority. Locating a sustainable food source, reestablishing the function.
And you notice that is a very pale face. From what it shows, it could be someone's death. It could be someone here in this party, or it can be someone else. You don't know.
The second barrier, don't get lucky.
And there is one more. And in this one more, I need all of you to give me a wisdom check.
Just a check.
Just a check.
Okay.
18 from Falchion. Okay.
That's a 23.
23.
14.
14.
I rolled
9.
pretty high.
And 9. Okay. Roll
9.
for Demi. Okay. You see flashes of lightning. And you see something reanimating from the ground. More flashes of lightning. You see an eye covering the whole orb. The pupil is intensely sharp. And you also notice in that light, the eye switches from like a roaring, piercing look to a clouded, unmatched, uncontrolled, wild nature of like the eye itself is already intense from the pupil. It looks more clouded. It looks more uncontrollable. And it looks very menacing. Way more menacing than it was before. Passes through it again, and you notice kind of like a cat-like smile from another image, kind of walking forward in a cloak of black, eyes pure white, kind of in like a mad doctor, kind of like a plague doctor, like suit-like with the cloak, but kind of wearing like the old style, like Catholic, like white red shirt style with the cross. And kind of glimmers and looks into the direction of what looks to be kind of like future tense of what it looks in an orb, looking at all of you. Sovereign, you get knocked out. To where you see Sovereign fall back, stumble, and hit the ground. Same thing happens to Theramore. And the same thing happens to Falchion. Tarvold, you see that, and you are still up. And
What the fuck?
And so is Demi.
Why am I always the last one standing?
Both Demi and
To be
Tarvold
fair,
are standing up.
I have. I roll pretty low.
The vision fades from that orb. The fortune teller puts away that orb and walks over to these three. Demi also goes to check on them as well, and Denali looks at all of you on the ground and looks at you, Tarvold. Well, that was very unexpected. Very, very unexpected.
I don't know what's so unexpected. I'm just standing here, but my friends are knocked out though, which is sort of maddening. But, it happens more than you think.
It's not that bad. It just means you don't have to hear me yap all the time.
I was about to say he'll point over to the good old the ranger. He'll point over to the ranger and the artificer. Yeah, those two can't really handle the drinks much, so they're usually out by then.
That's cap. Never mind.
That's
I'm
true.
Okay.
I can't speak for these guys, but
I was about to say, never mind. I'm literally a bird. My tolerance level was really low.
Just kind of looks over
Bro
at
has no
you.
weight.
Lady Fortune still has that shoulder face.
Really lightweight.
Walks over and puts her hand over the heads of your party and scans.
What are you doing there?
Scans their whole entire forehead and kind of like checks. She's checking for the magic wise.
But you didn't notify me about email that it's still a breach.
And kind of like looks in a trance. Two of them have been hit with sleep magic. One has been hit with dream. Dream and sleep magic is very different. I mean, sleep magic can work on pretty much anybody except for the elves. But
yeah, the elves are pretty resistant to that, I know.
But this one, on the other hand, and kind of like looks at Theramore. Dream and sleep are kind of two different things. True, she can't sleep, but that doesn't stop her from dreaming.
Yes. You just assume you're always right.
Time for a little quest for all of you. And you, Tarvold. From what I scan in this magic, they will not wake up as much as you try to pour water on them, as much as you try to bump them awake, or even try to dispel.
I don't have the capability of dispelling magic. I'm not that smart.
This dream and sleep magic is higher than anything that I know and have studied in my years. It's time for something a little bit new that I've been working on.
What?
And it's kind of complicated, especially for a divination user like myself.
I'm still not comfortable.
I'm gonna have to knock you out and her.
What?
And not physically knock you out like I have to like magically knock you out, like by sleep. Because these guys are stuck in something even I can't pull out. Even if I even try to use like a wish spell or scroll, I don't think it would work on them.
The correct syntax is I'm the guy for whom you're trying to get away.
You know what? At least I'm glad it wasn't a saving throw.
To where she kind of like puts her hand on your forehead. Do you trust me?
No, not really, but I don't think I have a choice in the matter right now.
She puts her hand on Demi, kind of closes her eyes. Denali looks at you before she puts her hand, like before Lady Fortune puts her hand on your forehead. I'm going to hoist all of you on my back so we can get to Tangram. Well, I'm not going to fly off now. Just as soon as one of you wake up. To where Fortune puts her hands on your on your forehead and casts a different version of sleep, to where you are poofed out, knocked, laid on the side of the counter, on the ground, fast asleep. Time for a special chapter of the full course arc. Chapter 2.1 Neverland. Falchion, Theramore, Solverine, and Tarvold. As you all wake up together, and especially confusing for you, Theramore, as you all wake up, supposedly, what you're noticing is you are not in the fortune-telling shop. You're not inside the tent. In fact, you are somewhere else. You are standing on a floating piece of island. Everything around you is upside down, while you are right side up. Floating around from all of you, as you look off to the edge, what you are noticing is the sky itself, but it is different. As soon as you all look up, you're noticing the ground is 100 million feet away from you.
You're upside down?
Yep, you're right side up while the world around you is upside down.
What the? I'm like looking. Am I like falling upside down?
No, you were on the floating piece of ground.
I am incredibly bewildered.
Kind of looking around, panicked as you guys are, Demi notices.
Whoa, what's happening?
Demi kind of notices.
Supposed to be okay with this?
Kind of like notices, like, huh, and kind of holds her bearing and kind of like sprawls away from the edge. Oh, that is so. I tried not to puke.
I didn't plan on it.
Where are we in the first place?
Some sort of floating isle.
Yeah, no,
This is
Sherlock.
crazy.
I really want to throw the Birdman off, but
I mean, I would just fly back.
exactly.
Yeet! It's like me trying to fling off cicadas at work. Just trying to take the cicadas off and they just come back, and it's like, why are you coming back?
Even though I know Becca's probably still eating her dessert.
I might need to get me a piece of cake, not gonna lie.
Becca, because I know she can still hear. I need for you to roll for your own racial trait. I need you to roll me a good old charisma, or roll me a wisdom.
Is that save or check?
It's just for a Theramore.
Yeah, but just for clarification for her.
Yeah, there she goes.
It has to be saved. For some reason, my mind skipped a beat as soon as I said save. But roll, it's a save.
Yeah, you're good. Bless you.
19 on charisma. Okay. Your whole entire thing about the whole entire thing about elves, especially for legends, You cannot sleep. Yet you are asleep.
I wasn't aware that lunar ranging was her thing.
You are dreaming.
They're left on the moon by Neil Armstrong. Shiny object.
You are dreaming the exact same thing. The entire party.
Failed to see how a relationship can have the qualities of a geographic location.
You don't know what happened to any of you, but any version, like for some reason, you think it's like sleep magic that did this to you, and you're thinking like I'm probably just like feeling a version of the effect, but like not fully feeling the effect. If anything, you're probably still awake.
Something's very wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
All of you are on this floating isle, kind of like still kind of noticed, and still haven't found a way to like get off this thing. Demi goes like to like the edge and like puts her hand out to touch to see if like she can walk her way off to where like she hits nothing but like the air on the ground. Gets up, then tries a foot to where a step of ground hits her foot.
That makes no
Oh.
sense.
Guys, I think I found something.
You good? What did you find? What is it?
This, and like she kind of like steps back a little bit from the edge, runs, and then jumps off the side to where she lands.
Jumps off the side?
Yeah, she jumps off the side.
Okay, no hesitation, no clarification at all. Tammy,
jumps,
what are you doing?
and jumps and jumps off the side to where she is stopped, like right into the middle, floating floating on flying ground, like flying earth.
Falchion cuts the rope.
What, bro? That don't speak for me.
And like kind of like stops in place.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're getting platform. I walked off, I ran and jumped off the edge, and I got some platform. I don't know how, but I got some platform.
Oh, it's like a Super Mario sky level. I jump off.
And jump, and you have some platform on your feet.
See? Nothing to be afraid of. Come, let's go.
I'll do the Kratos thing from God of War 3.
You run, jump like a badass, far away.
Dream On starts playing.
I love that song.
Sing, buddy!
All of you get this platform and start walking down. And you guys are not walking down like you're not like walking in front of like an endless path. You start walking down like it's steps.
No, amazing.
To where you guys start walking forward and you see a gate. Like one of those like parkway gates, like opened up already.
Okay.
From God of War 1. From God of War 1, where he committed suicide.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know. Yeah, where he stabs himself with a blade. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Man put it on, like, put that image up and thought it was God of War 3. That was God of War 1, where he committed suicide.
Yeah, I know. You're good.
Oh, talk about freaking bikes head ass.
Bruh.
If anyone's making God of War reference, it should be me.
You guys are walking into like a little gate and like kind of walk through it to where you kind of see garden, a floating garden, giant space, bigger from the giant floating platform that you guys came from. Demi looks and says, "So, floating island, now a floating garden. I mean, there's benches, bushes, trees. I mean, this is kind of peaceful in a way, but like it still doesn't tell us like where we are, and kind of like notice in the middle of this entire place, you see there is a fountain in here, but instead of like flowing water through like the entire fountain itself, it is shooting up.
Peaceful,
Oh.
huh?
And you kind of notice there's like a little like run down broken sign on like the little like on the fountain, kind of like broken down, and it says Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's Twilight, and there is two paths open up from the fountain. One filled of the brim with trees, the other filled with like the bushes. Two pathways.
Interesting.
Looking at it, Demi looks at all of you. So, where do we go exactly? I mean,
That's a good question.
we have like a name at least for like a part. I mean, it's just Twilight. I mean, we can just go off for the name. They could be just called Twilight.
Is that what we're looking for?
I mean, we're not looking for Twilight. It's just what the sign says. It says Twilight.
Ah, okay, I see. Ah.
What's going on?
Very, very interesting.
So through the trees or through bushes.
Are we still upside down, by the way?
Fingers are still upside down, yes.
Ah.
This is weird.
What the
Again,
fuck?
blood is not rushing to your head. You can actually think. You're not brain dead. Your clothing
I
and
lost
hair,
my brain.
I would say like some of your clothing and your hair is standing.
I don't have any hair.
You have beard hair.
I do have that. It's not gonna go down that much though.
Is this tickling your nose?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's tickling your nose.
Yay, beard hair.
The bushes or the trees? Your choice.
Or do you literally just look like Kratos?
I mean, that's literally what he based his character off of.
Wait, what?
Respect.
Oh yeah, this is a whole character build I got from YouTube.
Nice, nice.
You guys hear a voice. Two voices walk from the fountain. The trees or the bushes?
Excuse me.
I mean, it's quite a choice. Go through the trees. It's a very good deal. We'll go through the bushes. Quick, hidden, easy access. Who knows?
Or if I know anything about your campaign, it's not to trust the easy choice.
I mean, the way you can choose will always be decided via coin flip. I mean, but who am I to judge? I mean, the best way we can always do is just draw straight, like, draw sticks. But hey, you're
I'm
Say to not
more
do
leaning
anything.
towards going through the bushes.
Oh, Falcon just kind of mimicking her accent. Oh yeah, last time I went behind the bushes was to get a little tinkle.
Alright. Yeah, I'm going. I just walk off. I go towards the path with the bushes.
She straight
I'm
up
just
walks
watching.
off. I just like cross my hands. I like put my like hand up to my mouth, and I'm just watching as she goes. I'm like, hey, I'm placing bets. I'm like, I think something's gonna come out and eat her.
Paramore walks into the bushes, and as soon as she walks straight into the bushes, a mist appears, and she's out of sight.
Nothing happened. Babe, calm down. Let him speak.
She walks straight into the bushes in the mist, and she is out of sight.
What do I see?
Whoa.
Nothing yet.
Okay. I just keep walking forward.
I'm going towards
I just
the
snipe a
mist.
snicker.
You go towards the mist, Tarvold.
I'm going
You
in.
see Tarvold go straight to the mist, and nothing happens, and he is out of sight.
I'm looking at you, Sovereign, and I'm like, hey, what do you think about going to the trees? Sounds like a good idea right now, yeah.
I run to the bushes.
I'm just staring at I grab you by the collar.
Hey, what?
Oh.
I'm just like, look, you see them disappearing, man. I don't know. They could be just walking in there and something could just happen to them and they might just be dead. And honestly, I'm happy with one of them, but the other one, I mean, come on. He was just following his party. Look, we don't want to. Let me show you a little something.
There's two.
So I have some rope, right? So I'm gonna take some rope, I'm gonna tie it, and I'm gonna like go towards the bush and throw some rope into the bush and just hold on to the end of it.
You go and do that. You throw it. What happens? Nothing happens.
Is it I'm expecting the rope to disappear into the mist and like if I pull it back, does the rope come back out of the mist? Or does like the rope disappear and I like pull out half of it? I'm like, see, it's gone. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You throw it and pull back, the rope comes back.
So the mist is just heavily obscuring vision.
You hear the same two voices. I mean, it would be best if you coin flipped or at least pull, like, just like chose straws out of the both of you. I mean, after all, choices are choices.
I'm looking at you, Sovereign. I'm like, hey, look. That's a good offer. Let's just think about this. All right, let's think about this.
Demi shouts into the mist. I'm gonna head straight into the trees if any of you can hear me. At least we can like try to see from both sides if that's fine. There's no sound coming from the bushes. You see Demi walks straight into the line of trees. A mist takes her, and she is out of sight.
Oh God.
Would I at least hear Tarvold since he walked in after me?
It would take a bit, then I would say you would hear Tarvold within like 5 minutes.
Oh, I wasn't expecting being followed. Alright. Well, it's good to have somebody here that has common sense.
No.
I would rather go with you than the annoying bird man.
Speaking of the annoying bird man, he's behind you taking a piss.
He's hard to get along with, and I want to strangle the ever-loving life out of him, but I want to stoop to his level. I refuse to.
You refuse.
Speaking of the bird behind you taking a piss.
Now, Falcon and Sovereign, have you two decided which way you're gonna go for?
Well, I can still hear them. I shake
No, you
you
cannot-
off and I run.
You
We can't
cannot
hear them.
hear them through the mist. You cannot hear them through the mist.
I'm just looking at you, dude. I'm like, dude, the trees, bro.
Demi has went through the trees already, and there's already a mist.
I'm like, look, out of all of them, who do you think is the smartest? I vote Demi.
Honestly, I think you're onto something. You know what? I trust you for once. Let's go.
Who goes first?
I'm just like, I'm gonna take that as a compliment, and I'm gonna go.
I walk
Hudson
right behind you.
Goes in first, disappears into the mist. Culverin also goes in, and he disappears into the mist.
Why? Life without whimsy.
You two finally walk into the mist and are able to catch up to Demi.
Ah,
My God, it is
So what's up? Why did we split up? You know, why didn't we all just go the same way?
it is hard to see. Even
Yeah, I mean, oh, Demi, is that you?
well, duh, I went into the trees first before you two did.
Yeah, but I didn't think you would stay around. Where are we?
You do know I'm shorter than all
I try
of
to
you,
walk
right?
backwards, by the way.
You try to work.
I attempt to walk backwards from where I came from.
You walk backwards. Still the mist. It is still the mist. I will tell you that it is still the mist.
As far as I keep going.
You keep walking backwards. I will tell you, it's only just going to be the mist.
Hey guys, look, this. If you keep going backwards, we might be able to get back with the others.
Look, I don't get it, man. I threw the rope and I pulled it back and it came back, but we can't go back to where we came from. There's something is at work here. I think it's picking and choosing.
You start walking even further, the three of you, into you are caught in the open where there is no mist, but two more gates.
It splits again. What? I vote we all go the same way. You know, whatever way.
Looking at Demi and I'm like, let's stick together.
I mean, that's the job.
I take the left path. What does the left path look like?
Left path? I mean, like, they are just the same gate. Like, I'll tell you, they're both the same gates, but, like, there is nothing obscured. They're both kind of, like, shredded with bushes.
What about the path beyond the gates? Do they look different?
There is no path beyond the gates.
The gates just open into nothing?
Yeah, the gates are always open.
Like there's literally nothing beyond the gates?
You cannot see through the mist.
Okay. Left one it is, and I start walking. Come on. I stop before I go in because I get PTSD.
You guys walk straight into the left gate. Where as soon as you guys walk into the left gate, you disappear out of sight. Theramore and Tarvold appear in the middle.
Oh, we made it into a clearing.
Yeah, a little bit from what I can see. I better not get no crazy fucking flashbacks from this goddamn mist.
You notice one gate is filled
Wow.
with mist. Another gate is not filled. And another gate appears. One gate filled with mist, another filled with nothing, and a mysterious gate that is closed.
Which one should we go? Which one should we go through?
I'm not completely sure. They look very similar in this mist.
They do. What's so the mystery one locked?
The mystery one is closed. It looks locked, but it's closed. It could be open.
I go and try and open it.
I will do the rattle of the cage.
You both go to like open it, like Thermore tries to open it the regular way. It starts to like purely open until you kind of like start rattling the cage, to where it breaks off.
Oh,
Ow.
that works.
Yeah, that definitely works. It's better than, accidentally hurting myself. I am not that strong.
You guys break it open and you walk through. Because it's pretty much the same thing as like the second one. There's nothing to be shown, and one already has a mist.
Yep, just get out of here.
You guys go straight through that pathway. Now I need all of you to give me wisdom saving throws.
Oh, god damn it.
My favorite.
Everybody or just them two?
Hold on.
Ooh.
Hold on. Let me rephrase this. I need all of you to give me wisdom saving throws, except for Theramore.
Interesting.
18.
That's great, because I rolled a 1. Not using that dice again.
I got a
glad you said
17.
don't knock me.
18, 17. What did you roll, Solvarian?
I got the 18. I also got an 18. Falchion.
Alright, 2 18s and 1 17. Okay. You all walk down to your according paths, to where you are all kind of separated. The map I cannot give you. I do not have the map for this yet, but I will actually make this map. From what I can tell you, looking from an eagle-eye view, you guys are. It's pretty obvious. You two are like you two are like in. You guys are in like 2 different parties, like in like groups. You are split off in a giant labyrinth. From what it looks like, you guys would be stuck in different parts if it was like very complicated. However, it doesn't look extremely complicated from your point of view, to where Theramore and Tarvold, what you guys see, you are open up to at least 8 different pathways.
Oh god.
Falchion, Solverine, and Demi, you are open up to 9.
Interesting.
Open up to what?
9 different pathways.
Oh.
In this whole field, from what you can see in your different pathways, they're not just filled with like the regular chops a maze would have. It wouldn't be filled with the regular chops that a labyrinth would have. From what you can tell in this whole entire upside down place that you guys are still trying to figure out, from this weird twilight, what you are noticing glowing in a fire as you guys are kind of like looking down, which would be you guys looking quote unquote up. You are seeing something being pulled from the ground up. It kind of looks like flashing lights, and it kind of looks like the sky itself is falling on you.
Oh, wow.
Everything from stained glass to regular glass. to broken crystal, crushed marble, every bit of laser light, this whole entire Twilight itself, you are caught in what looks to be something way beyond like your whole mental comprehension. Filled with doors, filled with gates. Sometimes a few puzzle pieces along the way. Those two people that you guys saw in the middle of the hub that you guys first walked in whenever you went between the trees and the bushes. One is on Salvarine Falchion Denny's side, the other is on Tarvold and Theramor's. The one that told you to go to the trees is on your side, Falchion Salvarine. The one who told you to go to the bushes, Theramore and Tarvold. They're all right. And say at the exact same time. Welcome to Neverland.
Are you Peter Pan?
Fourth wall.
Some call us Peter, some call us Pan. It's a choice, but a labyrinth like this is quite different itself. I mean, after all, we wish...
You seem divine in nature.
I mean, we could be. After all, we are a very curious bunch. We're just trying to do...
I don't like that.
Oh, well, you don't like divination kind.
I've had bad run-ins with divine before.
From your look of appearance, are you not Aesmere?
Well, yes. I don't even trust my own kind.
I mean, your blood is semi-divine, so you don't trust yourself too?
You can say that.
How
The
do you
last
know
time I
that
tried...
about me?
I mean, we don't know that much about all of you, but we wish to do more research for all.
You mean to say that you've done research on us before? How do you know who we are?
I mean, I don't know you entirely at all, Falchion.
What's something about me? Something that they don't know? Let me test your knowledge.
Are you comfortable with me saying it out loud, though?
Yeah,
I'd say the last time I
it
trusted
would-
something
it would
divine, I
prove-
lost my homeland.
It would prove my point.
Butcher.
Are you omnipotent? I've been called that before. Or are you just reading my memories?
Not reading your memories. Not at all. I mean, dreams are kind of a mistake of terms. You don't dwell on dreams.
You
After
read
all,
my dreams.
Dreams are very dangerous for someone to dwell on. You try to research them, they come back in, poof, blow up in your face. Who would want them to snoop in on something very private? After all, we haven't done anything hostile to any of you yet. I mean, after all, we are talking to someone who is an experiment, someone who is a butcher, and someone who was an idol.
A butcher's not my identity.
But you think that, don't you?
I don't think that.
So you have...
If anyone's a butcher, that would be me.
Look at him. He's a beefcake.
Oh, the thing is, you guys aren't together. It's the one thing.
Oh, I know that. This is me breaking the fourth wall. Hello, people who are watching the YouTube.
And me also.
Hide some of these stuff in the piece of your mind. After all, like, time will tell, and you all do know who we are. Just don't know the answer yet.
No idea. Literally none.
Means pretty simple. Explore the labyrinth. Get your answers. Looks at you, Tarvold and Theramore.
Mm-hmm.
Royalty seems to elude your memory. Or at least ours as well. In bloodstained memories coming from the Aesmere is quite different as well. You are someone from a rogue time period, if I'm correct. Or am I wrong on that too? And you, lady, are a researcher. I can tell by the books.
You mean to say they were in a different time? You befuddle me.
Oh, time. No. All of you are not from a different time. More suspended than anything.
You're making less and less sense by the minute.
I can't give you all the answers. No one can give you all the answers.
I'm not asking you to give all the answers. I'm just asking you to make more sense.
I am
I
making...
can't hear us hard of hearing.
No, I actually am making more sense. You just don't want it to actually make perfect sense.
Most of all, I'm confused as how you know anything about me. Granted, I've never seen you before in my life.
I mean, I did give you the answer. You just didn't take the answer.
Your answer is that you read my dreams.
The answer is I don't read your dreams. But I do know who you are. I said I research you. That does not mean I have to be in your mind to research you.
Where do you know me from?
Where do I know him from? And points at Solvery. Where do I know her from?
Precisely. You don't know us.
Again, you will know the answer. In fact, you do know the answer. All of you do.
I'll roll a history check. Do I know this guy?
Roll a history.
Is it a guy or a girl?
Gender to be revealed.
4.
No history of him, whether if it's from your tribe, now, or before you ever became a full warrior. You have no recollection of who he is.
I just shake my head. Hey, you lost me.
I'm a natural thing that every single humanoid, dragon, monster, ooze, abomination have. It's a very simple answer, and it's a very, very easy thing in front of your face. Which is why, again, if you want to know the answer, the labyrinth is yours.
I just shrug. I don't understand any of this, but hey, if you mean to make sense of anything, go right ahead.
Demi is looking and still saying, I have never ran into a person like you. And the answer, I still don't know. Even if, like, you give us, like, these, like, jobbly juke, like, misinterpreted things. Like, you're saying the answer's right in front of us, then you're saying it's... We're like, Demi's starting to, like, scratch her head. And just, like, starts walking forward.
Are we supposed to know you?
You're supposed to know of me.
Have we met before?
Again, we've never physically met. We have mentally met, though.
I can't make head or tails of this. I follow behind Demi.
Falchion, do you do the
Last thing
same?
I want is to get lost.
Falchion,
Repeat that question, sorry.
do you follow Demi in Solvery?
Of course.
All, like, the three of you walk straight into the labyrinth. Tarvold, Theramore,
Yes, hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Still talking to you, says, royalty being beaten by a very, very weird occult of college. Am I correct?
Yeah, the college had some unorthodox ways of doing things.
Looking at you, Tarvold, annihilation in a one whole area. Is that true?
Yes, that's pretty true. I didn't have a choice in the matter there.
Explore the labyrinth. These memories of yours are very questionable. As my counterpart would always say, and as we always say, we will never interfere and study a person's dreams, because dreams are where everybody dies. Small feint of death is what keeps all of us at bay. Explore the labyrinth for the answers, and the answer will surprise you of who we are. To where it kind of leads you out, pointing his hand straight into the pathway of the labyrinth. You guys walk straight into the labyrinth, to where all of you are finally reconnected together.
Oh, thank goodness.
All of you see each other.
Hello, nice to see you once again.
Oh, I thought I lost you.
Ah, it was crazy. There was this strange, omnipotent voice talking to all of us, and honestly, it was confusing. Are we still upside down?
Yes, you guys are. You'll always still be upside down.
I don't think I'm ever going to get used to that.
It is weird.
The thing, it's as soon as you guys all are like reconnected into like the middle of this labyrinth, you see a question appears on the pillar in front of you.
What does it say?
The question says, what does every single man, beast, broken kin, blood kin, in any life have in common?
Well, that's easy. It can die. Yeah, are y'all reading this? Look, it's like a riddle. But it's easy.
You say that that die part, the question still stands in the face. What does every man, beast, bloodkin, and every creature all around the whole world have in common?
Muted. It needs to live. It wants to live.
As you say that, you kind of notice
What?
crackling from the ground. And cracking from
So
the
far so
ground,
good.
and rises from the ground.
But say that spaghetti was going to be there any longer, probably would have weren't. So
Old ruined down stone bodies.
I just finished it off. There wasn't much.
Kind of
I
like
say there wasn't much left. So I just munched it down.
mini giants, like.
Yeah.
Dang it, Austin.
So.
Who touched my spaghetti?
Glowing orange eyes, as are all looking in front of all of you. There's 5 in front of all of you. And the question still stands: does every single humanoid, beast, bloodkin, and every creature around the world have in common? And I need you to roll initiative.
Okay, I got you.
They have body parts.
I was gonna say a beating heart.
7.
23, 7.
Roll low so I don't feel bad. Natural 1. 7. Thanks. That's a total of 7.
Torvald, Theramore, Solomon, Demi. Okay, roll for Demi. Okay, Demi rolled good high. Alright, Tarval, what did you roll?
23.
3. Theramore, what did you roll? Theramore rolled this. Theramore, what did you roll again?
I rolled a 12.
12. Valvrine got a 7. Falchion got a 7. Demi got a 21. Alright.
Jesus Christ, Demi.
She rolled good.
How did they make this?
Alright, it's going to be an initiative order. Let me roll for these guys real quick.
Underwater best friend.
Alright. It's going to be up first. It's going to be Tarvold. Next is going to be Demi. Third, it is going to be... Hold on, I've messed this up. Third, it's going to be one of the mini stone giants. Fourth is going to be Theramore. Fifth is going to be another one of the stone giants. Sixth is going to be another stone giant. Seventh is going to be Falchion. Then Solverine, another stone giant, then the last stone giant. Alright, I got them written down.
Giant! Oh no! I am gonna have to call it for tonight. I gotta take a shower.
That is what actually I am going to do. I have initiative written down on this paper. We're going to close it tonight. Welcome back to Nightmare Paradise, and welcome to Neverland. Goodbye.
Oh, nice. You got a battle map.
Yep. Goodbye and good night. That is not the battle map. That is just a labyrinth map.
Yeah. Dang it. Alright. Peace, everybody.
Alright. Deuces.
Night night.
Night night.